morning.
Great.
Well, welcome to the breakfast sessions of Liber Novus.
We do not pay you.
Yeah, welcome to the breakfast sessions of Liber Novus of this actual play podcast. Nope, this actual play stream using the Savage World system in a homebrewed world of urban fantasy. It's one of those worlds where everything that we know happened, right? The normal history of things, except in the underground, in the background, in the shadows, you had ghosts and goblins and angels and aliens and vampires and vixens and other alliterative duos. Golems and ghosts.
Ghouls and ghosts.
Ghouls and isn't that a game, a video game? Oh, that's Ghosts
Yes.
and Goblins. That's
Ghosts and Goblins.
Where you're like half butt naked the whole time, right?
Yeah, it is with the dude in the knight armor.
Yeah.
You get hit once, you lose the armor. You get hit twice, you die.
Yep. And then but because I want to fight ghosts in my undies. That doesn't matter. I mean, I'd fight a ghost wherever if a ghost showed up and I could fight it. Undies, shower, whatever. I am Ben Hatton. I am the game master for this game. Thank you so much for joining us.
I heard was game master. I'm sorry.
What?
No, carry on.
I'm the GM. I'm Ben Hatton. Thank you all for joining us. Let's go around the digital table and introduce ourselves. Starting with, let's start with Renee today.
Hello, I'm Renee. I will be playing Victor Price, a former scientist turned glass golem. Well, okay, not so much former scientist, but he thought his body burned too often, so he made something that doesn't burn as much. And yeah, welcome.
Next up, DJ.
Oh, it's me. Oh my God, it's me. Hi, my name is DJ. I play David Sawyer, the lone human photojournalist caught up in all this nonsense. I am also the host of Apply Materials, an actual play role-playing podcast using the Office Protocol system on Spotify. That's what you can find me on Apply Materials. You can find me here. You can find me in other places, many different places on Twitch and on Twitter.
And then, last but not least, Yoreen.
My name is Joreen. I will be playing Tuskin today. Our lovely, lovely demon boy. Using all pronouns.
And your characters are all part of the 1001, which is led by Morrison Lemire, the enigmatic figure. Maybe immortal, maybe not. He's certainly been around for a minute. And he leads this 1001, this ragtag group of people, associates, whose responsibility is to keep the stories safe, keep them going. And when you all have been investigating the disappearance, reappearance, and then death of one sentient otter named Bucky Snuffles, and that has taken you out to a house in Iowa. Yeah, to Iowa. Where and this house belonged to the keeper, or facilitator of access to a oracle. But upon entering his house, you found it ransacked, bloody, And then, following the path of blood, you found 2 dead bodies that had been pretty messed up. One was human and belonged to the man known as Huxley, and the other one is a squirrel, but like a big squirrel, another sentient animal known as Calchas. And they have both been pretty violently murdered. And that's where we left off, in this room.
I need a quick out of character refresher. Who was the one that found them again? Was it me or was it someone else?
Tuscan.
Tuscan.
Tuscan, okay.
Yes, Tuscan went and followed you and Victor were like scrounging around the ransacked living room, dining room, kitchen area, and Victor and Tuscan went into the back.
Yep.
And also so that you know, you found a bunch of files or a bunch of papers, of which sorry. Oh, I'm so confused. Sorry, I totally misunderstood what you were asking for.
You keep going. I'll help Renee.
Okay. And you found like a bunch of papers, but you also found a missing laptop. Like you found the power cord in the missing laptop, which was similar to what happened with Bucky Snuffles. So, what are people doing? And I put and I'll just to start this with you, David. Most of the pages are just like random trains of thoughts sort of things. Some of them are pretty, like a grocery list, etc. They're all in this
mundane stuff.
Yeah, pretty boring things. There's a lot of doodles in it. This guy, it would appear that this guy was very, just a doodler, but not with zero talent. Very doodly. But there are 2 pages, and then like a lot of the book, a lot of those like the most recent pages are covered in blood and stuck together and pretty illegible. But there are 2. But just a quick scan through them gives you 2 pages that are of note. One of them is of note because it mentions the otter, right? Like I think you're hyper focused on figuring that out. Like what is, and one of them does mention it's like a list of things, a list of places and names, and then it says, "I think the otter is wrong," or
I think the otter is wrong,
or doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the otter knew what he was
Yes,
talking
I'm not
about.
sure what the
That
otter
is
knew
the
what he was
one?
talking about. Yeah, that's the one. And then there is a page of lyrics, and that for you some reason sticks out, and there are underlined words on it, and that sort of sticks out to you as well. So that's what you're holding.
Is it in like handouts?
Yep. If you
It's
go...
in the Discord. If in our Discord, if you go to journals and handouts.
Journals and I retitled it to be Journals and Handouts as opposed to the Bucky Snuffles one. Yeah, there's a Discord for this. Everyone should join.
There we go. Okay, I see it.
But that's what you've got.
Man, I'm so unprofessional. I should have had this open. Oops.
It's all right. And then, the Tuscan, or Victor, as David is looking through these papers. What are the 2 of you going to do? You have dead bodies in front of you.
Yep. So I walked into the room based on the blood trail and more signs of a struggle. Is there any sign of footsteps or something leading away? Is there, like, can I discern what the third person
Sure. Give me a notice.
was?
Give me a notice roll.
I've played too many different systems lately. I immediately grabbed a d20. That's not right.
Yeah, I mean, you could be really good at notice.
Nah, Tusken is a lot of things, but not good at notice. 4.
4. No. I mean, you passed. You succeeded. You don't see any other markings.
So there's not like people. There's not a third set of footprints or something.
You see, like, with a 4, it's hard to discern. It's hard to discern how many footprints were going into the room. There's like a lot of blood, but there is certainly you're pretty certain that there isn't a set of footprints leading another set of like now bloody footprints leading out of the room. And you didn't see anything like bloody footprints on the floor by the door. You even look up to make sure that there aren't those like mechanical spider things that attacked you last time, and there are none there.
Okay. And there's also another weird gecko person.
You look to see like it's near. I mean, there is a fair amount of blood on the walls. This was, if I remember correctly, it was not. There was like a lot of these bodies are not in great condition. But there you go. But yeah. But it doesn't seem to be like. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any blood on like a trail like blood on the ceiling. At least not with a 4. It doesn't seem to be there. Doesn't seem to be a pattern to these things.
Okay, in that case, Tusken is going to just yell over to Victor and David, be like, guys, I think I found Huxley and another person, Squirrel.
Couches was the couches guy, or
Maybe. I think so. I guess.
Victor will go over there.
They are not in good shape. They are very dead.
They are very dead.
Yes.
That's not good, man.
Once Victor gets there,
Mm-hmm.
he will not say much, but like to try an initial autopsy, like and not it was pretty gruesome, but if they bled out, I'm not interested if they bled out that was the cause of death, but what caused the bleeding out.
Oh, sure. There is a fair amount. So why don't you give me? Do you have first aid or medicine?
I have research and I have science.
What's your so this would probably be, if without a medicine, it would probably be a notice at a -2.
Yes, then I will go for notice. That's still a 4. Oh, that explodes, of course. So that's a total of 8. Yes.
Oh, so that's with a raise. Awesome. So you start looking at these bodies. The signs of death are pretty obvious. There has been a large amount of trauma to the chests. And when I say trauma, without getting too gruesome, like they're basically open. But with a raise, you notice that there is some burning around the wounds, some charring of flesh. And one thing that is interesting is the ribs are pointing out as opposed to pointing in.
Yes.
Like whatever caused the charring was an internal explosion rather than
Yes.
rather than being struck by something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reminded here of Stormfront, the first Dresden Files novel, where that also happened to the victims.
Yeah, I could see what you're picking up there. I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, your knowledge of there is certainly it is unless someone like had a like a gun that fired an exploding bullet. Chances are this death was was magical.
Yes.
And it's the same for both bodies.
Yes. Remind me, we have seen David use his camera for detecting magic. Do we know that's what David uses his camera for?
I think David would have been. I don't think he would have been vocal about it, but he doesn't like around you two. He doesn't attempt to hide it either.
Yes. So the question is, would Victor have noticed that?
And I think I'm very tempted to say just yes. Like,
yeah, I
probably
mean,
would have
he
noticed.
certainly was using the camera to detect the invisible.
Yeah,
The Invisible
that's
Bunny
true.
Man.
Yes. So that means that Victor will holler for David camera. Like he's very even more than usual. He's very short, business-like. Like he only says the words that need saying.
Okay. I guess this is a basement, correct?
No, it's a bedroom. There's no
bedroom, right?
There's no bed. There's no basement. This is a single level. There is a right when you walked in. There was it was open floor planned. It was like there is a living room area, a single like dining room area, but doesn't really count as a dining room area because it's just like a little a nook where you can put like a dining room table that can hold like 4 people, and then there's like a kitchen area that's walled off by like peninsulas. So it's more like that's all one room, and then there is a hallway, and past the hallway there's a bathroom, and then the hallway dead end and like a closet for like towels and stuff, and at the end there is a at the end of the hallway there is a bedroom to one side, which is what you found, and then there's another door which no one's gone into at the other end, like across the hallway.
Yeah. So I think David is going to just head to Victor, and he's got his camera in hand, and David says, "Yeah, Victor, what's as he sees like the tableau of dead, and he asks, so you need me? Why exactly?"
And if Victor will look at him, and his glass face will put on a duh expression.
How does that look? Like, how can you duh someone with? I think did we say you
With
don't
with
have?
a glass.
Did you say you don't have features? like.
I never said I didn't have. I had no features. It's like there's two eyebrows that look like that are both raised.
Okay.
And Victor will just gesture the outward explosion, like.
Oh.
This wasn't normal.
Okay, yeah. So then I think David's gonna. Where the fuck's my fucking character?
Yeah, and if Victor holds up his camera, if David holds up his camera, I blame Ben for that. Then Victor will get out of the way.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna use the Detect Arcana.
Okay. So make me a power roll or a weird science roll.
Yep. Using my smarts, maybe, which is not great. I mean, it is great with smart.
No, you're using your weird science skill, which is a D4, unless you upped it.
Do I have weird science?
The moment you buy the background, you do have weird science. So
Oh, so it's a skill, right?
it's a skill. It's a separate skill. So it's weird science,
Right.
which is your D,
Okay.
which would be a D4, and your
My
wild die,
D6.
and your wild die. Yeah.
I have a D4 in my drawer. I do not. Hold on a moment.
Oh no.
My dice bag.
I saw this. Boop 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 boop.
Here's a D4. A D4 and a D6. Benny.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm using one for this already, but yeah. And I'm supposed to be getting above what again?
A 4. Just a 4. There's nothing bad here.
I gotta use another Benny.
Oh no!
I'm getting 2s.
But you're using your extra D6 as well, right?
Yes, I am.
Wait, are you
Wow.
rolling? Wait, did you roll two 1s? Did you roll snake eyes?
No, I rolled 2 2s.
Oh, okay. Because snake eyes is a
Two
critical
twos
failure.
twice.
Yeah, that's a critical fail, and you can't.
I just
re-roll
rolled 2
that.
2s again.
Wow.
I get. Oh,
So
no.
2. Wait, no,
I
fuck it.
feel-
I'm using all my bennies.
Change those
I-
fucking dice.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm
Send them to
condemning
dice
these
jail.
to dice jail.
Oh,
No.
oh no! Oh no, you're reading. We can't hear you if you're muted.
Yeah, that was me. I think, oh no, it sounds like they are weighted.
Yeah, you got to get rid of them dice, mate. That's so. Oh no, you really want to know?
It's too many bennies
All your
in the
bennies.
first 20 minutes.
All my bennies in the first 20 minutes. Yeah, fuck me, right?
You better find another D4 and another D6. Your camera explodes. No, that's not
Yeah,
true.
that's what I'm scared about. It's like now it's going to be Snake Eyes in the next roll.
Snake.
'Cause-
I'm still trying to find my D4s. They have all seem to have vanished into the ether.
Snake.
I
Oh
still
no,
have-
those are the worst dice to
Yeah,
lose.
yeah. At least they're not like the cast metal ones where the corners are actually sharp enough to cut you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've pricked my fingers on those before. Not fun.
Same.
That's better. That's a 4.
Okay.
Yay!
You passed.
Jesus fucking
Not even
Christ.
with a raise. You just passed.
Yeah. Actually, no, wait. Actually, that was wait. I got a 4 on my D4, so I
Then
can
that
I can make
explodes.
this. I can roll
Explode
this
Roll it
again. Right?
again.
Yes.
Roll it again. That explodes.
5.
Okay.
I got a 1.
All right. So you do you do manage to see 2 things with this.
And I need to X off 2 PowerPoints.
Yeah. You do see 2 things. You see you definitely see the remnants of magic around the around the parts, around the parts. Jesus, could I be any less eloquent? So you see 2 things. So you take a couple pictures. Let me try painting that picture again. So you take you take several pictures. Maybe you put it in landscape mode.
It's a DSLR camera. It's always in landscape
It's
mode.
always in landscape mode. Fair enough. So you take images
Escaping.
from all over, and you see the remnants of some sort of very violent thaumaturgy along in the chests of these 2 people. But you also, interestingly enough, see a trail of magic, probably like the actual path that this bolt or whatever took, and you also see there's also a lot of residual magic in the corner of one of these rooms, and you're not. And I would say at this point, your camera is not attuned enough, and you're not good enough at reading these pictures yet.
Like David can understand and identify them as magic, but he has no idea what it means. Pretty much.
Exactly. So there was some magic on that corner.
Okay.
Just saying. That's all.
So it is clear to David that whatever exploded these guys' chests from the inside out was very clearly magical in nature. It was some form of, you said, thaumaturgy, right?
Yeah, some thaumaturgical thing. Sure.
So thaumaturgy to a non-magic person would be like if like some like a if someone made an explosive inside their chests, right?
Yes.
That would kind of be like what okay. So as David like takes these pictures and then he sort of looks through them, and he obviously he's gonna like, you know how the DSLRs had a little LED screen that you can show people the pictures. So he's gonna like scroll through the gallery, just hold it up for Tuscan and Victor, and he's gonna say, like, I don't know what went on in here, but whatever it was real violent. Like it's like someone like teleported a grenade into their chests and just it went boom.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think both of
Kinda
you
weird.
can tell by looking at it that the caster, whoever the caster was, probably was standing in the corner where the person shot when like the thing was shot off.
And that's the same corner where there is residual magic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just a lore-wise question, I guess. I do have a faith skill. Would that be able to tell me anything?
Why don't you give me a what?
Like some divine inspiration kind of thing?
You know,
That hits me.
Give me a faith roll because that's weird.
It's not the best roll that I have, but it is
roll.
roll.
Give me a roll. Give me a roll. Usually faith is used for casting powers, but I think you could use it for
5.
This. Ooh, a 5. God.
A 5. It's a success, but
it is a success. And I'm trying to figure out what you would know because I love the fact. You know what? Take a Benny for using your skill this way. Because
I give it to DJ.
You cannot use it.
No.
I will ask this every single time.
Because I do love this
I
idea.
really fucking wish.
Because his faith comes from unknown sources, or for them unknown sources that they come from hell.
Right. I think with a 5 you can tell a couple things. One, this isn't demon oriented. It doesn't smell that way. But at the same time, it also doesn't smell.
Can I determine whether it's Fae? Because I've interacted with them as well.
That's what I was going to say. It's not Fae and it's not divine. So, like, with a 5, it's more like what it's not rather than what it is.
Yeah.
You know those 3 things. You know that this is not a divine thing, a Fae thing, or a hell thing.
Right.
Which probably helps in some, like, narrow some stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't help there. You have a cult, don't you, Victor? Don't you have a cult? Do you have a cult?
A pistol?
No.
Not a cult.
No, I do not.
Okay.
Oh, a cult. All right, right.
Yeah, you have a blah, 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 blah. No.
That's
so
me.
And I don't have a cult.
Or a cult.
Maybe.
You may have a cult.
We don't know yet.
The cult of glass.
A cult of glass.
They called me Mr. Glass.
One more question, Ben.
No, please.
Do I know whether Calcius was involved with the animal mafia in any way?
You don't. My guess is I don't think he was. No, let me rephrase that.
I don't think he was, but I don't want to ask Mr. Owl if I don't know for sure.
You don't know enough about Calcius, I will say. All you know about Calcius in general is what you guys picked up from Bucky's pages, that he and that he's been living out here with Huxley. You're assuming he's some sort of acolyte or helper, second of the Ruth Ann Dodge Memorial, and also like you working your way over here. You didn't see this is while this is a relatively big town and it's near Omaha, like which is the capital, like you're not sensing a lot. You didn't get and I think there are probably You know how like hobos interacted during the 1940s? Maybe you don't. There used to be fair enough. So in the
No clue.
1940s, when everyone was riding trains because of the Great Depression in the 1930s, there were like hobo markers that people would like write by trains and stuff. Like here's an or like there were secret like there were drawings that looked graffiti like, and they would be like, there's a nice old lady who over here who will give you food if you have a sad story. There is right there the cops here use dogs, etc., right? That this is a town you don't want to be in after sundown, things like that. And
Sounds like trail markers, but for cities.
exactly. And the especially in smaller towns, that sort of stuff still exists for the Mysteria, and also probably for things like the Animal Mafia. And when you were walking through it, you didn't see a lot of that here. This there's probably some creatures that live around here. There's probably it's hard to have anything in the world without having at least one or two other Mysteria beings here, but you feel like it's a pretty one-horse town when it comes to it, and it's this guy. It was like the Ruth Ann Dodge Memorial being it.
Should we update Lemire on all of this?
We probably should. Like, I mean, we're supposed to keep him apprised of the situation, and we were just in danger. So, I have a feeling that maybe we now would be a good time to tell him what we found.
Yeah.
I'll shoot him a message.
Yeah.
Well, because did you find anything in the other room?
I mean, I found this, and he holds up like Huxley's journal.
And again, most of the pages are crummy, but there are 2 pages that he shows you all that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
we are reading
okay.
the pages. Maybe we should.
Yeah, I'm looking at the. I'm looking at the.
Out loud.
Okay, so the first page is a list of locations and it looks like names, and it says Koenig, Baghdad, Iraq. Or at least I think that's supposed to be Iraq, not Iraq.
Did I mistype it?
You misspelled it as IRHE.
Jeez Louise. God,
Von
sorry.
Daniken in Dendera, Egypt. Boydston, Wade, Stevenson, Rockwall, Texas, US. Raised, or something. No location. Stored in Istanbul. Unknown, in Oklo, Gabon. Many, Ottosdal, South Africa. Many, Southeast Utah. Chandragupta II, Delhi, India. Many, Northern Europe. Ulfbert. Han, London, Texas, US. And then Julesrud, Acambaro, Gunajuato, or something. They are responsible for 1963. I'm not sure that Otto knew what he was talking about. And then there is a song with some things underlined which say, "Look, secrets bed, down beneath bed, secrets bed." Which I'm assuming means once David realizes that's a code phrase, David's gonna go. They're in the bedroom, right?
They are in a bedroom.
He's gonna look under the bed.
Okay. David, don't you have that +2 for notice because of your investigator thing?
I should, yes.
I believe you do. It doesn't take you long. You crawl under this bed, and it's sticky because the blood has seeped through. So
Oh
you
God!
come out.
This is a bad. The moment I just want to say, like the moment David gets down on like his hands and knees to sort of like peer under the bed, he realizes what he's sitting in, and realizes, and it goes like, oh fuck, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, you come
in
out
his head.
fucking covered in blood. You are so bloody. But yeah, you maybe want to have moved the bodies and then gone that, but you know what? You went the other way. So you rummage.
Hindsight.
Yep, 2020. So you rummage around And when you come out, you have in your hand a tiny micro voice recorder that had been stuffed in the slats of the. And I'm not making you roll for it because you do have the +2 automatically, and it just felt like you would know what to do. But you are, I mean, you look like a human tampon. That is exactly how I'm going to describe you.
Oh,
I
God.
think the moment David comes back out from underneath the bed holding this voice recorder, he's gonna go, I need to burn these clothes.
And my face.
Even I am disgusted by how bloody that is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think David's gonna do this. He's gonna like look at them, he's gonna all in the name of journalism.
There is a closet there. I bet it has some fresh clothes. But do we first listen to the voice recording?
Yeah. Do that. I think I'm gonna go and find a rag or something to clean myself up with, because oh my god, blood.
Let's do
I
this
mean, I'm not.
in the living room, and then you can clean up in the kitchen.
I'll go clean up. Yeah, I'm not squeamish, but having two people's blood on me, it's not exactly how I want to spend the rest of the day. If you know what I mean.
Roll for
Tuscan
cleaning
just
up.
slaps you on the back gently, and says, "Dude, for being covered in the blood of 2 people is rough on anyone. I don't blame you. It's okay."
Yeah. I'm.
Brotherly
I might
support.
just find a change. I might just try and find clothes in my size. I mean, these guys are dead. I'm sure they won't mind.
I mean, if you,
I'm sure they won't.
I mean, so, if you go into the closet, you see that it's mostly it may be hard to tell given the state of the bodies, but Huxley was like kind of a bigger, like a heavy set dude, like big beer gut. You remember in Bucky Snuffles in Bucky Snuffles' journals, he described him as like this like overweight, like balding, ponytailed sort of dude. Most of his shirts are. Let me rephrase this. All of his shirts are like stretched out double XL T-shirts with like some sort of ridiculous, either like double entendre on it, like I got wood, or like things like that, or they're like T-shirts that he won from like an eating contest. That's like, I completed Dos Manos Burrito Challenge 2014 or whatever. So, and then it's like all just like linen pants and sweats. But that's what he's got. That's what you got.
So basically, what you're saying, Ben, is that I found a bunch of shirts that are like 3 sizes too big.
So much bigger. You are swimming in them.
I guess it'll fit in the sense that maybe I think what David will do is, you know how sometimes like people get with, if like shirts that are too big, they sort of like gather up all the excess on the back and they tie them into a little knot and then stuff it down the back of their pants, sort of thing.
Sure, some people do that, of course.
Some people do that. Mostly women around the age of like 20 to 30. If they're at the beach.
Particularly, I feel called out. Yes, go ahead. Especially by the laughing of Ben, not so much by DJ.
But like, he's gonna try and find at least something that can he could wear, because I mean he's also got a belt, so he's gonna like take out the belt, find like a pair of jeans that are probably like 3 sizes too big, put them on, and realize it's just to cinch it up tight and just sort of inwardly thank himself for having physical fitness and a good diet. Good.
So you managed to scrounge up something. You look a little ridiculous, but it's not terrible. I think you ultimately settle on a shirt of it's like robin eggs blue. There's a hamburger on it with a pair of sunglasses.
Oh no.
And like it's on a surfboard. But it's fine. So that's what you're wearing.
It's like a fucking Big Kahuna burger from Pulp
yeah,
Fiction.
yeah, and yeah, and so you come out just as they are. They've wiped off this micro recorder, and you get a yes, and and what you say,
Or what you hear.
oh yes,
What we hear.
what you hear is there's a little bit of static, and then you hear this voice it's kind of saddish, and he just goes, "If you're hearing this, then I'm dead." I always wanted to say that, but now that I am, it doesn't feel as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it never does.
Maybe I'm not dead. Maybe I'm in hiding, or I've been in some terrible accident, and I'm in a coma, so we can't talk, but I'm not
Nope. He's very
dead.
The dude is dead.
That's
I think the camera cuts to David just sort of looking rather pointedly over at one of the two corpses.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the bedroom, no, he's
That's-
very dead.
That's pretty unlikely, though. The lady was giving off pretty dead vibes. Hopefully, it won't be bad. Hopefully, Kalchis gets out.
Looks over at the other corpse, shakes his head. No, they did not.
Anyway, I guess it's that otter's from a few weeks back's fault. His visit to the lady was bad, all seizing and whatnot. That trance too. Not the worst or the longest, but not the best or the shortest. At least he remembered how to drop a deuce. One time we had this Cyclops visit. Oh wait, never mind.
Get forward.
Yeah. Anyway, the lady wants to meet you if you're game. Not that I know that the you of you specifically, but whomever finds this tape, that was again, it's all vibes. There is always a cost to a visit, though. Don't take it if you don't want to. But if you do, take some water with you, pour it in the bowl, and then drink out of it. It's got to be nighttime, between 11:50 and midnight. It's pretty simple as evocations go. Do it or don't. The world works out. I didn't need to take this job that got me killed, but I got some good decades out of it. Anyway, take it easy. I know I am. And then it goes.
Bye.
Silence.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
Well, at least we know what we're going to do next.
So,
So it was a tape recorder, right? So the
yeah.
tape recorder clicks off. Yeah. Do we have any other thing to do today? Are we going to wait until it's evening and then do the ritual thing?
there's probably other.
I mean, it kind of sounds to me like there's not much else we can do. I mean, these two men are dead. Well, man and squirrel, but
Should probably at least give them some dignity.
yeah, bury them at least. Or, I mean, if okay, so they didn't really specify where we had to conduct this ritual, right?
I think it's the angel itself.
Yes.
Because he's the
So-
guardian of that statue.
Didn't you guys go to the angel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right outside.
Well, it's like
we
a
did.
5-minute walk. It's like a 5-minute drive.
Yeah.
But yes. No, she's holding a bowl in her hands, like the angel's holding a bowl.
Uh-huh.
And she's
I mean, I'm more meant like all we need to do is to be away from here, and then call the police, and then we scarp her and let them handle the two dead people.
Yeah, we do want to check that we do not leave.
Anything of ours behind.
Yeah, exactly.
So that means I'm probably
like
gonna
a
go and grab my
body
bloody
trail.
clothes.
Yeah, and like a body trail that now runs through the blood from underneath the bed.
yeah.
Oh, right. So I should probably clean up my own mess then.
Yeah, you should.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Help.
I mean, you
I'll
probably
help.
shouldn't call normal cops. Like, and if you do, you should probably
You should
remove...
call Mysteria cops, yeah.
Well, there are no
because
Mysteria
there is
cops.
a dead squirrel here.
Yeah, if you're going to call the regular cops, you should probably remove Calchas. You would know this. Like, standard
Yeah.
form would be to remove.
But we're gonna
that.
call him So
There-
we need to call what was it? The name of the Mysteria cops? The Night Watch.
the Fraternal
The
Order
Dusk-
of the Dusk. Yeah, that's what they called them. The
Fraternal Dusk,
Fraternal Order
yeah.
of the Twilight is actually what
The Twilight.
it is.
The Night Cops, basically.
AKA, what Tuscan says is yes, this place needs to be dusked.
Dusked. We
Dusked.
need the dusk.
Nice.
They don't actually have a phone number. They have a message board because they're made up, especially out here. It's probably like 2 cops working in separate, like
Counties.
remember, it's a loose organization, much like you all in some ways. It's actually just cops that are in the know that work their normal shifts as police officers, FBI agents, etc., and then do extra shifts at the actual headquarters. So like it may not actually. It's probably, well, I mean, you could search. You probably have there's probably an app for that.
It's probably some like way back, either Reddit or
Yeah.
Tumblr.
Yeah, some sort of
Page.
Or a better place for anonymous people to make anonymous posts. 4chan.
no,
Yes.
no, ew, no, we don't.
Or
That's my only thing I've taken out of the entire world. Ben Han's world does not have
no,
no.
No 4chan exists in this world. Okay,
Okay,
good. Duly
fine.
noted.
No,
Duly
it's
well,
noted.
at
Probably
least we will clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that it is not super obvious that there were 3 whole extra people here
Yeah.
that took a voice recorder.
Yeah. Aside from the door
And-
that you ripped off the hinges.
Well,
That's
yes.
fine.
There's nothing you could do about that.
No.
Nope.
I will make the message say, hey, I tried to check in and I found them dead. Yes, the door is off its hinges. That was me. Whoops.
I pulled the door off its hinges. My bad.
Yeah.
But there's a dead man and a dead squirrel in here.
Wait, who are you sending? You're sending this to the cops? Or are you
Yes.
sending
No.
or to Lemire?
Dusk.
Oh, no, to Lemire, okay.
Oh, to Lemire. Why not?
We should probably
Let
no. So, okay, so
let Lemire figure it out.
oh, yeah.
No, for
I mean,
to Lemire, I would send something much more styled. Found
less redacted.
Yeah, exactly. Found H+C dead. Also have a new lead. Going to follow up on that this evening. The crime scene needs to be cleaned up. No laptops? Question mark.
He
And then alongside this, I think David's gonna send Lumiere the photos
Oh yeah.
that he took.
You get like a ping back not too far. And again, it's a thumbs up because that's his move. He's like loves the thumbs up. And then he responds with
To dad.
he loves the thumbs up. It's like his favorite emoji. And he responds and then he writes back and he says, no, he doesn't say that. Sorry. Just like sorry. God damn. That was
He burps.
no.
Voice recording of a burp.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yep, that's what everyone ever needed on the internet is me belching. Sorry. Oh God. He responds with he's like we'll take care of contacting the authorities. Period. Continue the investigation. Period. And then just sort of like how you all do, and then he just like, and then like there's almost this like weird. It's like those 3 dots, and then he's saying, and then like, how are you all doing?
Is this a standard response of Lemire? Does he regularly check in on our mental or physical health?
No. Him personally, no.
What the hell? Who took his phone?
Nobody took it. I mean, you don't know.
love
Wait.
it. Like, if it was me, I would send back new phone. Who this? But that's not what Tuscan does. David, my phone is doing a weird thing. And shows the message. Like, Lemire never asks me how I'm doing. Can you figure out who this is?
So the number saved is for Lumiere, correct?
It is only Lemire. Yes, this is Lemire's number, and you don't even have a number. It's just a blocked contact that has Lemire's name associated. You couldn't
Was
call this.
pre-registered
Yes.
in my phone.
Yes.
I think David is gonna call this. Call this number. It's like,
Just hit
well, it's like he's gonna press the call button and he's gonna see who picks up.
Oh man, now I gotta fucking know Lemire's voice. Okay.
I'm sorry, Ben, but this is what happens when you're a DM.
This is what
You should know
happens
this
if your
already.
character all of a sudden responds in a different way that is normal.
I need some
Yep.
sort of,
Or do we know whether this is a call sign?
it's not a call sign. He's okay. You know what? He answers the and and let me just get this.
Oh, oui.
Oh yes.
Does he have a voice scrambler?
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's no, because that's not his move. He's not that sort of guy. He goes,
Okay.
he just picks up and he goes, hello, and it's his voice.
It's
there's-
changed or unchanged.
His voice is 100%. You have met him exactly once when he gave you your coins. That is the only time you met him, at your initiation ceremony.
And this is his unfiltered raw voice.
Ugh, yes.
That's weird. Like normally he talks. Normally when I call him on the phone, he uses a voice changer.
You don't.
That's not suspicious at
you've
all.
Never called him on the phone. You've only texted him. He does not call.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he
And he
texts
goes-
people. But
and then-
okay, well,
and then he
I
goes,
guess-
So wonder that he
and
picks up.
It's Tuscan's. Well, he asked you, and then like, Tuscan, is everything all right?
kind of like takes a he's stunned. Like someone actually answered the fucking phone, and then he kind of looks at Tuscan, looks at Victor, looks at the corpses. It goes back, turns back to the phone, and he says, not exactly, sir. You saw the pictures I sent you.
And he's like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
man.
Mr. Sawyer, I believe. Why do you have Tuscan's phone?
Oh, I mean, you asked us if we were doing all right, sir, and normally you don't ask us that.
Well, that's very true, but I would argue that these are unique circumstances, and you all, up until recently, well, just earlier today, in fact, were on the run from mundane police officers, and you know, and I have been watching the news of a gunfight involving 3 of my agents, and then you found 2 dead bodies. So it is this mission and a mystery has become increasingly more complicated.
Dangerous. And
Yeah.
dangerous for us, sir. But
Yes.
I mean,
And you all are relatively new. Rather, I guess the question should have been, do you feel the need to be relieved?
I think at this point, David puts the phone on speaker so Tuscan and Victor can also talk. Or at least once he hears like, oh, it's actually Lumiere, and he's gonna like just put the phone on speaker so that everyone can hear him. And he's gonna say, I mean, with all due respect, sir, I think it's it's not been anything we can't handle yet, but we are still, we're still doing our best. We've got stuff that's happened out here, but so far we're fine, I think. Or at least I think I know I'm fine.
So there's no.
Yeah. Doing okay, I guess. We might not be doing so hot after tonight, but we'll see.
You are going to take this Huxley's suggestion and talk to the lady, as he puts it.
Yeah.
Well,
or at least
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm assuming that you have not had any communications like these before with Bucky before shit went down.
He would do his normal check-ins with me, but this was irregular.
It feels as irregular as I can think about it, sir.
No, sir, don't sir me. I'm just, please. I'm Lemire.
Yeah, I guess you are, Lumiere. It's like it's weird. I've in all my years of journalism, I've never had a case as complicated as this before. It's weird. It's just so weird. A lot about it is just so wrong, But I don't know. I'll get to the bottom of this. We'll get to the bottom of this somehow.
Oh, the bottom of things is where all the fun happens.
Is it me, or does he sound like he would like to join us?
You say this while he's still on active speakerphone.
Yeah. There's just there. Yeah.
Oh, Tuscan, but what if I could? I am afraid that I am not in your country right now.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Okay.
But
Well,
Interesting.
any last words of wisdom?
Any yeah, and further orders, I suppose.
well,
This is so awkward.
yeah, it's so awkward. Yeah,
It's so awkward.
I mean, he
This
definitely
is calling your boss outside
just-
of office
yeah,
hours
to just
awkward.
chat.
Yeah.
And then he's just like,
Hey boss, how you doing? How's the family?
I look forward to your responses and what you find. Just so you know that the scope of this investigation has expanded. There are a few other teams working on it. Hopefully, there will be a time where I can give you all a more broad idea of what is happening, but understand that you are chiefly responsible.
Pressure at all.
Have a good trip.
I don't think that means what you think it means, sir, but thank you.
Did I get it wrong?
I'll explain it in my next text, I guess.
Excellent.
Yeah, thanks for checking in, Lemire. We'll call you. We'll text you again if anything else comes up.
Oh, I would hope so. That is standard protocol.
It is. It is probably you could say Orpheus. No, I'm just, wrong show.
I think we can hang up the phone with just a thank you, sir, bye.
Just the thank you, sir. Bye. Click. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think as soon as they hang up, I think David's gonna look at Tuscan with the look on his face that says we're fucked.
I'm so sorry. seriously was caught off guard by him saying, like, "How are we doing?" Like we have time to think about how we are doing. What boss asks if like to check in on how you were doing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's he has good intentions. He just probably has never done anything like this before.
Yeah, no. Maybe this case is also just bigger than him, like than he is used to. And then Tuskin's stomach starts gurgling. It's like, also, we should probably eat something
Yeah.
and get out of
What-
here
what-
before
The
the cops
loudest
arrive.
gurgle. Blah, 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 blah.
What time is it in universe right now?
I feel like it's late after, like mid, like late afternoon. I feel like that's like
Yeah.
3 to 4 because you all were on the train. It was early in the morning. You got into the shootout. You jumped. You rode another train.
Oh boy.
You eluded your way through the cops. Then you got to the, like, there was that 1-bedroom place, if you remember, like apartment, which is where, like, safe house. I feel like you all took showers. You're
Yeah.
gonna need another one.
Yeah.
You ate some canned peaches or whatever, and then that was it.
Yep. Yep.
Yup. Sounds
So-
about right.
So I feel like that's
So it's
right.
definitely not enough time for like the ritual.
No. You are
So-
still several hours from the ritual.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So I think David's probably gonna raise an eyebrow at the loud like of his stomach.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna say we should probably head back into town, get something to eat. I need a shower, and then we'll come back here and do that ritual.
You are
And
still
like
definitely.
we need to remember to get some water.
Yeah, you have new clothes, but you definitely your face is it's like you went to one of those color marathons. Do they do color these like do they do those like
Yeah,
rainbow
the-
marathon where they just like
Yeah, the color run.
where they like
A holy festival.
yes, similar.
Yeah.
But without the actual good like holiness. Where they
No. Holy HOLI.
Right.
That's just the name.
right, the
It's-
well, I meant like right because it's based on a whatchamacallit, a like a Hindu holiday,
Yeah.
but they do them here.
Big festival.
Yeah, they do them here without any like real like sacredness to them.
They do here too.
You just like
Color runs
Yeah.
are a thing.
they just like throw powder on you,
Yeah.
and that's sort of what you look like, except the powder is blood. Um,
Oh no. Oh
Uh-huh.
god. It's
No,
not a
no,
way
it's,
to drink
it's you
tea.
know the festival of water, Songkran.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's
Nope.
it's a Thai festival where I forgot what it is they celebrate, but they mostly celebrate it by shooting water at each other
sure,
out of like super soakers and buckets and water balloons.
Nice.
That but blood.
but blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you can do a like a whatchamacallit, you all had a small car that was also linked to the apartment, so you have like you can drive, probably do like a what's the word, like drive through
Rental.
Yeah, well no, you have a car, you probably do a
Oh,
drive
right. We have the
through
rental.
uh
McDonald's.
yeah, David's just you pick up some sort of thing. I feel like Tuscan
Going to Wendy's, I need ice cream.
yeah, like Tuscan gets like so like the largest frosty and French fries.
Yeah, exactly.
I think David also gets ice cream, but he also but because it's a Wendy's, and also this is me indulging my love of Wendy's. He gets like one of those like the baked potato, the double cheese baked
Yeah,
potato that's
yeah.
just like fucking. It is so sinful, so harmful. Oh god, all the cholesterol, but oh my god, does it taste awesome?
Yeah, and
Fries,
a lot
yes.
of they give you the sour cream in the triangle.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Hell yeah,
that was good.
brother.
Um,
I miss Wendy's. Fucking Christ.
you know what I miss?
I'll tell you.
is Sonic's chili cheese fries or chili cheese tots. God, those things are so good. Those things are so good. You want to talk about sinful? A Sonic chili cheese tots and a strawberry limeade. That is the summer right there. That's the summer for me. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right.
I'm hungry now.
Oh,
I just
want
had
loaded
food.
fries. Let's go.
Yeah, and so you do that, and you go back. David, you get your shower. Maybe,
Like
so,
fuck.
Yeah. Wait. What did you like? You say? Did you say like fuck, or did you say I fuck?
No, I said thank. I said thank fuck.
Oh, I heard I fuck.
Okay.
I'm like I fuck what? Yeah.
The shower. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. So, just beard stroking. Sorry. Anyway, so you get your shower in. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we go? Before you go to the place?
I defer my decisions to the other two.
Yeah.
Let them go first.
How is the news on the how hot is the trail after that came after the shooting on the tracks?
So you local news, if you like scroll through their Twitter feed or their social media, they are, there is the note that a fight broke out, there was shots fired, suspects at large, no one was killed.
Right.
There was some mention that that the suspects involved did get on were seen getting on a train, if you all remember that, and that when the train was stopped outside of Omaha, which was after you jumped off it, no one was found. So suspects are still at large is basically what they have. If you remember that there was like CCTV footage, but it was pretty busted and grainy and stuff. So also there's like a lot of, they still can't really see what happened if you remember, because like you guys were shooting at invisible dogs. I mean, what they really see is like a tall dude just shooting a gun wildly, some other dude taking pictures, and then two people in a fist fight. That's what they really see. So it's less of like a shooting and more of like crazy erratic behavior and people still on at large.
It sounds like a bunch of druggies that doing druggy things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which par for the course, I guess.
We.
Oh wait, 2 sessions
well, in that
ago,
case,
you're right.
2 sessions ago. Because last session was getting here.
Yep.
In that case, I don't think Tuscan is going out just yet.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the thing is
I think we're just gonna wait until the evening.
Yeah.
Yep.
The two of you are so big. Like that's the thing and that's the thing the camera really did catch was just your sheer size. So, you definitely.
Well, the only reason it caught the fact that we were so big was that there were things to compare it to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep, like other people, like David, for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example.
So, and the puka, was it like our size?
No. The puka's not quite as tall as you. Maybe with ears up, it's quite as tall as you. But he's probably. But both of you are about like 7 feet tall, if I remember. You're like unusually big. So
and David's like 6. No, he's like 5'11" on a good day.
He's probably like
6.
The puka's
10.
probably The puka's probably like 6'1" with another 9 inches of ear. That's what she said. No. And so yes. But yeah, these are just like really tall people fighting.
It basically looks like NBA rejects fighting a.
Yeah.
It's the
fighting a weird
WWE.
dude.
Yeah, it's the WWE.
But them better.
Yes, except so. Oh man, there is definitely like giant wrestling in the Mysteria, which is just like really big dudes.
It's like 2 mountains.
Yeah.
One of those people will probably be literally called the Mountain.
The Mountain.
Well, the mountain was a thing. Has in fact existed.
Yep. Okay.
That is a Game of Thrones.
But before we go into wrestling lore,
yeah. So you all just hang out for a little while. David gets 2, maybe 3 lengths of shower under his belt. Tuscan eats so many hamburgers, so many baconators.
I just want my potatoes, man.
yeah, you have the potatoes. I'll take the rest of your menu.
At about 11:30 at night, you all head over to the
place,
the memorial, right? And if you remember, it is a woman. It's an angel standing on the it's a statue of an angel standing on the prow of a ship, holding a bowl in her hands.
And I think David would have also bought a brought a bottle of water with him for the ritual, because like the rituals, the recording said to pour water into the bowl and then drink from the bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's gonna do that.
Okay. As you all are walking towards there, can I get a notice roll from all 3 of you, please?
Oh, yes. Wonderful! The exact thing that I'm good at.
Yep.
It's 3 from me.
Okay.
Notice.
Hey,
I get a +2 on this because of my skill.
Nope. This is not a research. This is just noticing. That's only when you're looking for clues.
I got a 16.
Investigators are looking for clues? Really? Oh,
It's not looking
whatever.
for clues.
16!
Yeah, I got 2 races.
So many explosions.
I got 2
Well,
explosions on my D6.
So many explosions.
10 for me.
10 for you. Victor, nope. Victor, you're sort of off in your world trying to figure out how are you going to drink water for this ritual when you may, and you're pretty
Yeah,
certain.
and I think Victor has like 2 sides to this. Like, on the one hand, I don't need sustenance in that way, so me drinking it might be the safest option. And the other thing is, okay, but how?
Right, exactly. You're pretty certain that it is the with the science sort of experience that you have and the mystical experience you have, that it is more about like supplication and putting water on your lip area. You think you're going to be fine, and that it's not the actual ingestation of water. Ingestation, is that a word? That's not a word.
No.
Nope.
Imbibing.
Yeah. What the fuck? Like, and I teach English. Like,
yes. But this is not a word name.
Ingestation. Jesus Christ. I'm fucking floored by my own problem. Anyway, yes. So you drink.
We all.
Yeah, I know it. So you're pretty certain. But Tuscan and David, it's this like little path, in a manicured grotto area, like a little park, that you're walking through, and both of you notice, that there's this sort of area that's just grassy. People probably picnic there, and right in the middle of it is a chair.
Uh-huh.
Oh, not again.
Just a chair. It's like
it's
like
chair again.
It's one of those. The last one I think was like a folding chair. This is like
It was a plastic. It was like a lawn chair.
Yeah,
like
a plastic lawn chair.
This one is It's one of those chair. It's just like a wicker bottomed and backed chair, like brown, like armrests.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And you know that you have to make a choice, right? You see the chair. That's what I'm going to say for there. You see the chair.
Instead
David,
of immediately running to it and sitting in it, just like last time, I do think Tuscan stops that in their tracks and it's like, does anybody else also see the chair?
yeah,
Yes.
it is a chair.
I think as soon as they pointed out that I'm seeing it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is in fact like a chair, just like
Why?
the last one.
Why is there a chair?
Clearly, someone out there is fucking with us.
Okay.
I mean, that's just too obvious, right? It's like a fisherman with bait, and we're the fish.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't
So,
like it at all.
Are we going to do
Okay,
the
that's what
ritual
you're
or do
saying,
the
but
chair
I'm the one
thing?
who ended up in the hospital back then.
It's true. It's very
Fair.
true.
That's very true. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I think Tuscan is going to walk over to the chair, grab it, not sit in it, not going to sit in it, just grab it to. The idea being we can take the chair with us and hold it while we do the ritual, and then we can always do the chair later.
Sounds like an idea.
I bet that once I touch the chair, that I'm being portaled away.
Da, 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 da.
So wait, are you picking the chair up?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so
I get no, wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
think
I'm
this is
waiting.
what-
I'm waiting.
I think Tuscan is first has potentially learned from his past mistake, at least regarding chairs, and is going to discuss this first. I think
Yeah.
we can also take the chair with us through the ritual. Maybe it's the thing that the lady would like, because there is always a cost to the visit. Maybe we can pay with the chair.
Yes.
So
Just checking. The ritual did not say anything about the chair, right?
No,
No,
there was no
no.
chair mentioned.
So we can also just leave it.
We
we could.
We could.
just
No.
leave it. Yeah.
this is
Honestly, I am all for
I think
leaving
we
this
would,
fucking chair
yeah.
where it is.
Okay.
And
In
going
character,
on
that
with
would
the
make
rest
the
of
most
the
sense. Out of character, it feels like GM gives me two plot devices at the same time, and I wanna touch both at the same time, but we can't. I guess let's do ritual.
Okay. With a side eye and yes. How about no? Yeah, you look at the chair. You get
Which is honestly, Victor being like, "How about no?" is completely fair.
so on character. You know what? Take a Benny for that. For the how about no?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, how about no?
Thank
How
you,
about
Benny,
no?
for
Check-
checking
check-
saying.
Chekhov's
"How about
chair."
no?"
Chekhov's chair.
Yes, Chekhov's chair. Schrodinger's chair. Is it a chair if you don't put your butt in it? Like, is the chair a plot device? You only know if you sit. Just a chair. No.
And it turns out to just be a chair left behind by a random person.
Just
It's
a
not
chair.
anything. But we are going to figure
Okay.
that out after the ritual.
Okay, so
Yep.
you make the conscious decision. You turn your eyes from the chair and you proceed on. There is a much louder sound than you think it is of like splintering, cracking wood, and you turn back and the chair has just fallen to pieces. Almost this idea of like and Tuscan, you feel it in your guts, like, oh, you've made your choice.
No. Yoreen didn't want to make this choice. I feel so bad now. Okay,
I
it's
love it.
fine.
But you pull up. No, you walk up to the. You walk up to the statue. It has. Um, its arms are out. Its arms are out, holding the bowl.
I think David has the bottle of water, so
And the bowl is empty right now, right?
The bowl is empty. I mean, there's probably like some leaves and stuff in it. It's just out in nature,
like twigs.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
first
let's at
David is
least-
gonna, yeah, like what Tuscan said. I think David's first thought is, well, this thing needs to be cleaned, so we'll clean it. And he's gonna just sort of just get all of the assorted like nature junk out of the.
Yeah, you give it a little wipe.
Yeah, just give it a little wipe, make sure it's nice and it's not like contaminated with like dead leaf, you know.
No. And you kind of actually have to like scramble up because it's much taller than you. It's not taller than Tuscan, and like you have to like reach up because it's like holding the hand up. So you like step up on the prow of the ship and you wipe
Oh,
it down.
right. It's like this.
Exactly. And the statue itself is relatively tall, except to Victor and Tuscan.
Just say Tuscan will clear out the
God damn
bowl.
it.
That's fine.
Yeah, boop boop. And you look down and there it is. It's just the night.
I think Tuscan. I think David. Just it's like a mineral. It's like a mineral bottle of water. Just pours it into the bowl.
Yep. And you
Can we have a short flashback to us being in a gas station in front of the water assortment and discussing whether we should take
Yes.
Evian or spa or distilled water
Yep.
or tap water?
Yep, so many conversations, right? You're like, fuck Dasani. That was basically what ultimately like
Yes.
tell me which one you chose because then because whichever water goes in the bowl will have a different. No, that's not true. I did not plan like 17. Fuck Dasani.
Sonny.
Anyway, isn't it? Are you making fun of me? Like I said Dasani wrong? Is it Dasani?
No.
Oh no. Anyway, yeah.
No.
Yes, exactly. No, Nestle, yeah. You probably get that like clean. What's that? What Fiji water? That's what you probably
Oh
get.
god, that's so
Oh,
expensive,
God,
but
that's
at least
worse.
this is expensive.
Yeah, you get the Fiji water mostly because they're like, well, it's natural. There's no bubbles, and there's like a picture, like a plastic picture of like Fiji on the back. You figure you're all right.
I don't know.
Pour it in.
You pour in the water.
It's $7 for a bottle of water.
Yep.
Too expensive. It is nice tasting water, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, you pour in your.
I don't know. It's
I only drink
expensive.
very expensive coconut water nowadays. That's not true. Although
Why?
coconut water it's so delicious.
Aloe vera all the way. Anyway,
We drink-
oh,
We drink tap water.
I do drink
I mean,
tap
so do
water. Also, I'm
I.
drinking tea right now.
I
just
also
show up.
drink tap water, but I do love a good like pressed coconut. It doesn't matter. All right. All right. What do you? So the water's in there. It's nighttime.
And
Yeah.
do we
I think
did we bring cups or something? So we
I-
can
yeah.
just dip in 3 cups and
Yeah.
Dip in
then just all drink
just, like,
3,
in
2,
our
1.
yeah.
You bought
That sounds about right.
yeah. You bought.
Or rather for 2 of us it'll be drink. For Victor it'll just be splash.
Yeah, yeah. I bet you guys like you bought a bottle of Smart Water and like a pack of 500 Dixie cups. So you don't need that many Dixie cups, but you have it like these tiny little like.
It just came in 500.
Yeah,
that's
because they
that's
only
the
come
unit.
in 500. Yeah, no one. Yeah, waste not, what not. I suppose. And oh my god, that's the greatest. Anyway, so yes, and you all, cheers, little splash, little, and I'd like you all to make spirit rolls.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh,
at
wonderful.
those.
My worst stat.
Yeah, take
Um,
that.
Actually, this is my worst stat. My worst stat is actually agility.
Spirit.
Mhm.
8.
Pass
Mhm.
with a raise.
Yeah.
Woo-
16.
4.
Okay, all of you pass.
Si-
That's-
16. I got 2 raises.
That's a lot. Good
3.
job.
That's 3 raises, right?
Yeah, good job.
No, I got a 6. Mine is a D6, so it's a 6, 6, and a 4.
6.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
well,
but the
it's
answer is all but your your number, you exploded, but your numbers are all you're always going for a 4 higher than a 4 in units of 4. That's so it's
Yeah.
4 to
So 16 divided by 4 is
4.
4, so
Yeah.
3 raises.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
3
4.
raises. So, yeah. You know who's like really good at computing raises right off the bat? Other than like Jackie's also very good at that as well. But yes, I'm not, and it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why it does that. Why the video cuts out for a minute, but I won't mess with things too long. It doesn't matter. So you all, don't go crazy. Your vision swims for a minute, and before you were all standing in like a Midwest town, hearing those like crickets.
Birds.
Yeah, crickets. It was like the air was kind of damp with like an Iowan fall, but it's your eyes blur and your vision swims in, and the next thing you hear, those crickets are pretty much gone, and they are replaced with the sounds of waves crashing, and that like rotting plant smell of fallen leaves is gone and replaced with the smell of a briny salt water, and more is happening like that. And so that is and you find, the three of you find yourself on the deck of a boat.
Okay.
What?
The prow, you're like looking out to sea. In front of you is an endless ocean. As in the horizon stretches on and on and on and on, but you can see sort of the shape of the prow, and it is very reminiscent of the prow of the ship that the Angel was standing on.
Well, poo.
And you hear a voice behind you, and it reaches your ears on like golden light and honey, and just like there's like a faint music echo behind it, where it just says, where you hear say, "Welcome, travelers."
It's behind us, right?
Yeah.
Can I turn around?
Great swirl.
You're welcome to turn around. You can turn. You're not like bound to the mast or anything.
Yeah. So okay,
Huh?
David turns around.
This
is
Tuscan
weird.
follows.
Yeah, you see a relatively what you would expect is that like stereotypical deck of an old ship. There's probably 2 masts. It's big, although there doesn't seem to be any other crew. And
Where the voice come from?
yeah, but steering the ship at the wheel is this. She's taller than than both Victor and Tusk. She's probably 10 feet tall.
Whoa.
Yes.
With this like
Okay.
her wings are folded behind her, but you would assume she's got like a 20-foot wingspan at least if they were to fly out. She's all right. Big. All right, chat. No. I'm like watching all these people talk about big women. And like she's like draped.
God damn it, Jackie.
I gotta move the picture in front of it so I can't see the chat. I'm getting it. Anyway. She's like draped in this toga, right? Wrapped in, and her hair is up in a bun. It's like that wavy bun, you know what I'm talking about? Like that's been like her hair is naturally very wavy, but it's been pulled back, but there's like product in it, so you can still see like the waves on the side. Although it's probably not product because she's an angel. It's probably just like natural looking cool.
Yes.
And she's got like a golden circle on.
So in this case, it is her and not just Maybelline.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh God.
It's very
what did you
true.
say?
It's not just it's not Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh, god damn it! I would have made that joke. Okay, continue. Please continue.
And
yes.
her
So, but we still look like ourselves.
You very much look like yourselves.
Yes.
Yes. You're just on a boat with an angel driving it, steering it, not driving. Honk, honk. No. And her voice said, "Welcome, travelers."
So if the other two if David has turned around, I think
yes.
Victor will follow suit.
And you see this giant angel.
And I think David is gonna say, "Ma'am."
She looks to you. Master Sawyer. And like the same thing, like a question mark. Master Sawyer?
Know your name.
Who are you, ma'am?
I have had many names over lifetimes of your kind, but I believe that most recently I was referred to by... And then her eyes get kind of sad. Her eyes, like, they don't kind of get... Her eyes get... An expression gets a little forlorn. By Huxley as the lady. Poor Huxley. He did not deserve what was coming to him.
No, he did not, ma'am. Yeah, he made like a voice. He basically left us a note saying you were looking for us. So here we are, I guess.
Well, no, she doesn't say, well, not specifically you, I suppose. My vision only stretches so far, but those who were sent, yes. I appreciate you taking my invitation.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this the same voice as on the voice recorder?
No.
Oh, because the voice recorder was Huxley.
Yes.
Oh, that was Huxley himself. So yes, yeah. My head is mixing things up.
No worries.
Yeah, she said that she said that Huxley referred to her as the lady. So
yeah. No,
she is thus the lady. She is the lady. Not exactly clothed in crows, but
what do we do now?
Do you say that to that?
No, I whisper that to David, but just loudly enough. When there's just people walking into a room and it falls silent, and you can definitely all hear, but it is a whisper.
Yeah. No, and I think the lady smiles at you and says, "That is up to you, Tuscan of the Bruised."
I don't want to be rude, but how do you know our names?
Well, I am. Very few people have come to this realm without me knowing who they are. The sheer passage in and of itself gives me certain knowledge. There could have been others who walked in here. I saw them as well, but you were not. You came here. The three of you.
Well, I mean, it's a long story, ma'am, and frankly, I'm not even sure if telling you would benefit us because I have a sneaking suspicion you probably know already. So
I know some things. And yes, but it is true. It is more important that I asked you here to show you something.
Well, I think I think I can speak for the rest of my friends here in saying that we're all ears, ma'am.
Are you willing to pay the price?
What
What would that price be?
And she looks at you.
death.
Oh. She smiles a little. Price and price. Funny how the world somehow comes together, don't you think? As for
Works in
that,
mysterious ways, ma'am.
there is a. She looks around. To answer your question, I am not sure. It changes based on the journey. It may be, but it will mark you and show you that you have visited me either psychologically or physically. The otter, as you were looking for him, Master Snuffles, he became burdened with knowledge that he could not handle.
Doesn't sound ominous at all, man.
So will be marked with knowledge as a gift?
Perhaps. You certainly will gain knowledge. As for the mark, physical, spiritual, mental, it changes.
We don't really have much of a choice. We came here for information, so I
Yeah,
don't think we can go back. Well, we can, but we can't.
I mean we can, but we won't know what happened.
Yeah.
And I think it's a price. I don't know about y'all, but I think it's a price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
Well, like, if not knowledge is a price, then it sounds like it feels like I'm getting some things for free.
I think it will be free, but I don't think we know the price before we accept the gift.
I mean,
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. The more time you spend talking, the less time. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Great. And with that, we're going to take our second break. of the.
That-
And I'm going to give you all a Benny for accepting the price. So hooray!
I
Nice.
have too many bennies.
Yay!
Well, you're
I
gonna
have
a,
not enough.
You're gonna have a roll. You're gonna have rolls coming up. So,
Okay, good. I can use them.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no, David.
David has
Oh
one.
no.
I have
David has
one
a
DJ
Benny.
not
I now-
having
I-
any bennies.
I now have one Benny.
Oh yeah, you haven't. Okay, fair enough.
Master has given Dobby a Benny.
All right, Benny. Fucking hell. All right.
Master has given David a benny.
You all agree to her cost.
Yep.
And she smiles and says, very well. And there is this lurching as she spins the ship's wheel very hard towards port. I don't fucking the right. Is that right? I don't know. She turns it
Starboard
right.
is the right.
Starboard is the right. Well, then she just moves very hard to starboard, and the ship, makes this very hard arc into it. And as I said before, you were staring off into this never-ending ocean.
Sorry.
And around. Anyway, this never-ending ocean. The sky was gray and dark, but the waves were really lapping at you. And as she turns right, you can start seeing that the waves are calming down. It was a rougher sea before, and in this case, the ocean, the sea is starting to calm. The sky is starting to lighten. Can I get notice rolls from all of you?
Sure.
Once again,
Just a notice roll.
Two.
2.
I'm betting on other people being better at notice.
7.
7. Okay.
Don't
no,
use
that's not
your
it.
last Benny.
wait, hold on a second. I just realized I was rolling with the wrong dice. I'm supposed to be rolling this with a D8. Oops. Because my notice is a D8, so I've been rolling a D10 this whole time.
Oh,
Oopsie daisy.
giving yourself extra. I see how it is.
My bad. Okay,
Mm,
D8 now.
A D8.
7.
7. Okay, you notice as the sky is getting lighter, you all sort of glance over the boat. The water is changing color from that sort of dark blackish green of water in the middle of the ocean to first it kind of looks like someone had dropped cream into like a green liquid, and there's that like swirl there, but after a while it takes a more lighter shade and a more lighter shade until just as the sky becomes the color of a dawn, as you break it out of this darkness, and the ocean is completely calm. It's just a placid, almost mirror surface. The water is the color of milk. Just like heavy cream, this sort of beautiful, slightly yellow, that like heavy cream sort of thing. And you're on a sea of milk almost. But here's the thing, even though that the ocean is calm and there's no more wind, you're still moving at a pretty fast clip.
Boat has a motor, probably.
It doesn't look like it has a motor. There's no like
Is it like you say that this we're floating through something milk-like? Is it also the viscosity of milk, or more creamy, or more?
Yes. Yes. And you know that smell that you get when you like open a like a jug of milk? There's that like that fatty that fatty
I don't like this.
that's
This is not disturbing. This is just gross.
yeah,
So
that's the
much.
sort of thing. Yeah, there's like that
Does
it almost
smell
smells like
nice.
it and it's chilly. It like does. It smells like the dairy section of a convenience store.
Oh God.
Though I'd argue that a dairy section smells too much like milk. It's overpowering.
Yes. And I would
I mean, isn't that what this place is?
Yes.
I'm not amused by this, Ben.
I'm so,
I'm not
okay.
amused by it at all.
Oh, let's cross the Milky Seas.
I think Davis probably looks down at the quote unquote water, and I think he says to like Tuscan or whoever's listening, I think I'll never look at Dairy Creamer the same way ever again.
And she says, and you hear you actually hear like big clumping footsteps. As have you all like moved at all from your space? It's been a while.
No.
Have you all just been like stuck in your at the front prow?
Yeah, David's too stunned to move.
Well, maybe like making sure that I stand comfortable as far as that's the need for Victor.
Sure. There's probably like a bench or two along one side. I mean,
I think if there are benches, then David's probably moved from standing to sitting.
yeah. I mean, it's just a plank of wood nailed into the side of the ship.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But you hear, and it's interesting because it's not heavy footsteps. It's more like the swishing of her giant wings and her clothes. But her footsteps themselves are feather light as she comes down, as she approaches you.
But they are audible.
Yes, but but it's whispery almost. But you would expect like someone that big. I mean, you Tuscan, fucking even for all of his agility, clumps, right? And she does not.
She floats.
Yeah, a little bit. But she says, our first stop.
First.
Okay,
this is going to be a long journey.
Kind of expected as much, but
all journeys,
we're along for the ride now.
All journeys are long and never ending. And she says,
that won't sink in.
Who is going to accept the baptism? Only one of you must, but it is important.
Skin will raise his hand. Because I am impulsive.
You are.
I'll take a baptism in milk, I guess.
Baptism in milk. My favorite band.
Yum. God. It kind of. I think David is just gonna try and crack a joke for levity's sake, and he's gonna say, "Duskin, if you're gonna get baptized in there, then here's hoping that our next stop isn't a baptism in flour."
And the last one is baptism in delicious fry oil, and we all have a Tuscan.
In fry oil.
No.
No, yeah.
I do now realize that the demon is getting baptized. That might still be a problem. We'll see.
There has to be some level of irony in what's
Yes.
going on right now.
Yeah, and she looks at you. And I think she'll actually like reach down to you and just like do one of these things where she like strokes your cheek a little bit, just like a little hand.
Oh,
Don't know if Tuscan is into this or very uncomfortable. It's probably the weird, scared, horny thing.
Yeah.
Now you know what it feels like when you give this to someone else's seshi.
And now she.
No, I don't like to be on the other end of my manipulative games.
Too bad.
And now someone plays love, plays what is that? What's the thing?
Careless Whisper.
No, I was gonna say
Not again.
No, there's that adventure deck card that says love
interest.
Love interest.
Love
Boom!
interest.
The
Thank
angel-
you,
yeah.
Jackie and Chet.
No one gets love interest here.
I don't have love interest, and I'm not going to play my card because it will be the death of all of us.
It would be the death.
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, God.
Renee knows the card that I have.
Oh no.
And she says, very well. I do not know your level of shyness, but it is important that you are nude for this. Modesty aside.
I mean, Tuscan is not shy about his body. There's many things that Tuscan should be shy about, could be shy about. The body ain't it.
Fair enough.
Oh dear.
And she puts out she says, very well. We must submerge you. And with that, you could have sworn it wasn't there before, but there is a long coffin that is hanging over the side on like a pulley system, and it is big enough for you.
Okay, sure. Tuscan will take place in the coffin.
So you climb in, and you're slowly lowered. It's very uncomfortable. I mean, I don't know how breezy it is. It's not breezy at all. How is Tuscan feeling right now?
Weird.
Yeah?
I mean, this is an unreal experience, and I think there is a weird flashback of a nightmare he had where a similar thing was happening, but then over bubbling lava.
Mm-hmm.
And this is nicer
It is
than that.
Well,
This is okay.
Bubbling-
This is
bubbling milk.
fine.
well. It is. It is sort
It's
of.
slushing milk.
It is slushing.
God.
And
If
it-
you were bubbling
another-
milk, it'd be like, oh no, they're making mac and cheese out of Tuscan. Fuck.
Yeah, and you are slowly being lowered, and it does actually. Yeah, and you can't help but there is this reverse feeling, and you are given a moment of reflection. You can almost remember what it was like to pull yourself through level after level, circle after circle of hell to get out. You feel like you've never been able to remember it. And yet, as you are submerged, as you are put under this opaque ivory liquid,
That did not make it better.
so that
Nope.
it fills your ears and your
Urine, get your head out of the gutter.
your
It's been there this whole time.
It turns out not milk, all semen. No. Come on, people. You are put under this liquid. And It fills your ears, your nose. It's like you could feel it. It's like almost choking you.
Welcome to the Sea of Bukaki.
Yep, exactly. And as Tuscan is down there, you all, you all.
Trying to get
Actually,
myself
Tuscan,
together.
can I get a?
Yeah.
Give me a vigor roll.
A vigor roll. Okay.
Oh my.
Mm.
Oh, I don't like this.
I did pass. I
Good.
got a 4.
Good. You're able to hold your breath without taking any
Oh.
fatigue.
Yeah.
There is a Victor and David. You see you feel that it starts to rain. A little drop first, pink, and a second drop for second, pink. And you look over David and you see just tiny red drops, pink, pink, pink,
Red.
pink, on Victor, just like running down. And Victor, when you look over, you see David, again, like red mists is starting to form on his face, similar to what he looked like when he came out from the bed.
Let's got rid of that.
And you both notice that none of it is touching the lady. She is 100% clean of all this. You're assuming blood. David, if you lick your lips, it is 100% blood. It's got that, and you can't help but do it.
It probably smells like copper.
Yeah. Ooh, God, like that copper dairy smell. Yuck.
Yeah, it's.
And it is mixing and swirling with the ocean that
Ew.
Tuscan is in. I need you both to make spirit checks at a -2.
I hate you. What is my fucking spirit? There it is.
The strawberry milk and banana milk. We now have copper milk.
Copper milk.
-2, right?
-2.
9. I got an 11. I got a raise.
Jesus.
Nice.
That's 9 for me as well.
Man, you guys are beating all of my rolls.
Yes.
Understand, Jackie, that DJ had to use all 3 of his bennies to beat a 4 in the first half an hour of the game.
Yes.
So his hot dice came after really fucking up. And you hear the angel say, in milk and blood we all begin. As is every with every journey, milk and blood we all begin. Tuscan, you are going in reverse here. You feel the hot lava burning your skin as
Oh, boy.
you and then you feel the mud of the gluttonous sphere, and you move through and then it freezes and cracks off as you go through the icy one. And then I need you to make also I need you to make a spirit roll as well. At -2.
9.
Man, stop passing all of my rolls. I'm making it minus everything. No.
But I'm very sorry. I'll try to change how nice. I'm not going to.
And you see in this vision, right? And make me a vigor roll at -2 as well.
Okay.
Because you are still holding your breath.
Benny. You're at -2?
Isn't it vigor?
13.
Isn't it vigor?
I mean, yeah, you said figure.
What did I mean? Instead
I
of
don't
figure?
know.
Hold on, let me look up.
You mean spirit?
No, I meant
Smarts?
spirit. I meant body. Whatever your body roll is.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
figure.
figure.
Okay, good. Sorry.
Roll the 13.
Okay, gosh, you're fine. Yes, you are fine.
I'm doing
You're
swimmingly.
great. You're boo. Boo.
You
Aha.
cannot take my Benny away from me for puns.
Your lung, yeah, all puns, 0 bennies now, and you have to roll at -7. No,
Oh God.
no, you are.
That sounds like a very severe punishment.
Stop before we take actual spirit damage.
All of you. No, and then you see the devil. Probably not the devil. You see the Satan himself, itself, themselves, all selves, with its like half its body, a beautiful angel, 20, 30, 40 feet high, getting bigger and bigger as you get closer and closer. The other half burnt and scarred from his fall to heaven, out of heaven.
Fall to heaven?
Fall out of heaven. It opens its mouth, and Tuscan, you are in it and being swallowed. And it is so very dark. And then you are sitting there watching Bucky Snuffles talk to the man that you know as Morrison Lemire. And they're sitting there. They're sitting at a table, and Morrison Lemire and Bucky Snuffles says, I don't, and you've never heard, right? And he says, and he's fully cogent, right? That last time you ever saw him, like, you never knew, like, and he's saying, I don't know, sir. And Lemire goes, sir, no, call me Lemire. He says, I don't know if this is such a good idea. There's so much going on in Baltimore and right now. And even though, and this is sort of mirroring what you've already read, and he says, it's so very, he puts his hand on the otter's shoulder, Lemire does. And Lemire is a very, he's an older man, although his skin is very tan. His hair is gray and pulled back. He kind of looks like Raul Julia as Gomez Adams. If he was like taller, his hair is like pure gray. He's got a little silver pencil mustache, immaculately pressed suit, rings on each finger, but they're like a mixture of gold and silver, platinum, jade. A tie pin with the symbol of the Mysteria, which is an open book and a sword across the spine pointing down. He smiles and says, Bucky, would I ask you to do anything that I did not think you were capable of?
Was wrong.
And he says, oh, I guess not. He goes, you have been one of my best agents, and you were asked specifically by the Loom, no, by the press to do this. And we must all be the protagonists of the story that is folded out in front of us, don't we? And he responds, he goes, yeah, I guess so. Good. Very, very good. Thank you, Bucky. And Bucky gets up. And the way to think about it is it's almost the what's the word? It's like you're seeing something through like a fisheye lens, so it's a little distorted. The sides of this image are very fuzzy, like, and you're only seeing one specific like space through like almost like a pinhole camera of sorts. They are
Exactly
sitting.
what I was imagining.
Yeah, this is you're not this is a desk. Like there's you can see like the corner of like a mahogany desk, and a very plush rug and some very nice chair like clawfoot chairs. And that's what Bucky was sitting in, and he's sort of leaning against the desk. And Bucky sort of nods his head and leaves, walks out of this frame that you're able to see. And he says, and you can hear almost barely a whisper. I mean, barely audible, like such a low. You hear Lemire say under his breath, "And I am sorry." And then you're being pulled up, and it is not, and it's not a sea of milk that you're coming out of anymore. It is a sea of milk and blood, and you are coughing and rasping, and it's like you can't help but like throw up a little bit because you've been under for so long. And it's like coagulated cottage cheese. Like it's just so sorry. It's so gross.
God. It curdled in his stomach.
Ben, I'm a medical professional, and that was gross.
Oh no.
And you are
Curdled
Chunks
cottage
of cheese.
Yep, and
Ugh.
you are and no, I said coagulated, thank you. And you are pulled up on deck.
It still doesn't change the fact just how wrong that was.
The rain has stopped, except David and Victor look like they've been at like a guar show. They're just like red.
We are so red.
And Tuscan, you look down at the markings on your body, the way that we had described them. You talked about there being like carving, like etchings and symbols, sort of like Nightcrawler, and they are all white now. Like they've been filled in with like almost like
putty,
like whiteout, like someone had traced your entire body. It's not milk. You don't smell like dairy. But
he smells pasteurized.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Before they were just like these dark crevices in your body, and now you're still purple, you're still the bruised, but there is a contrast of your purple body with these white, with like the white etchings of your markings. And she says, "To the next one." And on you go.
Fuck.
Victor, how are you responding? How do you feel?
I think David is just jaw open, just kind of flabbergasted, like, Tuscan, you're white now. Kind of. Don't let it go to your head.
I mean, isn't it also already there? How does it feel? Like, is it smooth now instead of like carved in?
Yeah. And it's almost like
smooth skin.
Yeah, it's almost like it almost feels like marble. Like there is stone under.
Oh.
You know how I read somewhere that like in Japan, when you like break a dish or something, you like fill it in with gold.
Kintsugi.
Yeah.
Kintsugi. That the traditional Japanese art of filling in broken things with gold. Gold.
You've been kintsugi'd, but with like
milk.
With like I mean, technically, yes, it happened while you were submerged in milk and blood. but it feels much. It definitely doesn't feel like there is liquid underneath your finger. You know, like when you tap it, it doesn't ripple.
Yeah,
No.
It's more.
it would be cool though.
Yeah.
Can you
It's not, so
imagine?
it's
And
not
then it would
milk.
just ripple all
It's
over his body.
I think that Victor will volunteer next.
Okay.
I think
Yes, I'm excited for this now.
he's intrigued.
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
God.
So of course, David goes last because he's the only normal person.
Yeah.
So you all, yeah, there we go. So you all are, and on you sail more and more, and the ocean, um, eventually turns into again,
Milk.
and nope,
Nice.
an ocean. You're back to an ocean
Oh.
of choppy waves and stormy skies. Um, it is lightning is flashing. It is a heavier. It is a heavier rain this time. It is a much fiercer storm than even when you arrived, and uh, you can actually get rinsed off of the blood that was all on you, like the grossness. And actually it doesn't take long, and soon you were all sopping wet, soaked to the skin. Um, Tuscan, the whiteness in your skin does not wash off, and I assume you put your clothes back on, unless you're just like hanging out.
I think he does do the eye candy and let's bless the audience thing of just putting his pants back on.
Oh, sure.
And he's a bit in shock. So he will just sit on one of the benches and not say much and stare into nothingness.
And it gets darker and rainier and stormier, and it is so hard to see. You all are like literally holding on as you are being lashed at rain. And as you get closer and closer, you notice something in the sky. Something is approaching, and you're getting closer to. It looks like an outcropping, like a land, like a little smidge of land, and eventually the angel, pulls you towards a. It's odd because it's not an island. It is more like just a single craggy rock sticking, jutting like a accusatory finger from the ocean. And in the side of it, there is an opening, a cave that you can barely make out over the through the lashing of wave and winds. And again, the angel comes down, totally not being affected by the storm around her. It is almost like the wind and the water meet some sort of invisible force and part for her. And she holds her hand out, and now there is a little dinghy, a small rowboat, hanging off the side, shaking violently in the wind, held up by two ropes. And on the side, there is a small lantern, sort of at the prow of this little dinghy, as it swings back and forth. She says, "Who's next?" And
Well,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
No. Who's next? She says.
Oh, well, Victor will raise his hand.
And she says, "I'm so happy it's you." And that's where we'll call it for today.
Yes.
Glass person is going to enter the water with the big spiky rocks.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks so
She's,
much.
no, she's just gonna throw me off the side of the yacht, like,
Bye.
you're
luck.
a human. Yeet.
Squishy
Yeet.
human.
Good game, everyone. Let's take a
Yes.
minute to introduce ourselves. Say thanks for everyone who was watching. I hope you all enjoyed the breakfast game. breakfast chat with everybody. All right, let's take a minute and introduce ourselves. Let's go reverse order. Yoreen.
My name is Jorien Hottink. I can be found on Discord. I can be found on Twitter at first last name. Oh no, first and last name combined. JORIENHATTINK. Other than that, I am part of. I was going to say Liber Novus, but obviously I'm here. I'm also part of Bolt Crew RPG, which is a tabletop RPG variety show podcast. Where we do a lot of different actual plays. Main character at this moment is Tony Catroni in our Masks game. And then I'm also Sashi Kush on Applied Materials, who is trademark bitch of the show. And other than that, like I said, I yell on Twitter about tabletop RPGs and about podcasts a lot. You can find me there.
Awesome. DJ.
You can. Sorry, I'm rubbing my nose. You can find me here at DJ Atomica Plays on Twitch. You can also find me at DJ Atomica Plays and at Applied Mats on Twitter. Applied Materials is also a actual play role-playing podcast using the Orpheus Protocol system on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Nice. And last but certainly not least, Renee.
Hi. I am distracted. I am Renee.
I distracted. I'm DJ.
Yeah, precies. So you can find me on Twitter as well, at Quarion_NL, QUARION_NL. You can also hear me on the Applied Mats podcast, where I play a far smaller person. I think Mara would fit like 2 or 3 times at least in Victor's body.
She is the smallest Applied Materials character by a
Small.
long shot.
Wow.
Now it's just getting weird. No. All right. And I am Ben Hatton, the GM. So nice to see everybody. You can find me here. Find me on Discords under my name, the Ben Hatton. And thanks everyone for playing. Thanks everyone for joining. I always love it. And shit's getting weird. I'm real excited that we had a chance to get shit weird today. So, everyone, thanks for joining, and we'll see you all later. Au revoir.